All right, that was the first one. Go ahead and try the same thing on the one at the bottom at the right, and then click back here to check your work. Freeze! Hang on, I forgot some very important information for you. On my hand-drawn page, I didn't give you enough information. Bad Mrs. Cook. So, you have something that looks like this, and you can figure out through the process of elimination that if this whole length is 8 and this little chunk is 2, from here to here must be 6. But you need to know more information about, well, I know that this one looks smaller than this one, but how much smaller, right? So we're going to go ahead and fill in that information so that you have what you need to finish solving it. I'm going to call this 2 centimeters, and you'll notice I've added in that little line right there. And now I want you to, with me, figure out what this has to be, right? If this whole thing is 8, this is 2 plus 2 brings me to 4. 8 take away 4 has how much remaining? 4. So I'm going to put 4 centimeters. Okay. And then I'm going to give you that. Whoop. That should be all that you need to solve it. So once you have that information, hit pause and solve. Pause. Unpause. Let's go over it. Since I have 2 lines here and 2 lines here, I know that if I have an imaginary line drawing down here, I make a square. And this one's also 4 centimeters. Right? Then I need to figure out how to split this weird looking object. I could split it here, or I could make a long, skinny one here. I'm going to make a long, skinny one because I like thinking of them as little skyscrapers. That just amuses me, right? Okay, now technically I didn't need that yet. That's for area, so we'll just hold that, hit pause on that, and come over here for area. Now we just pull the string all the way around. 10 plus 2, 4, and 4 is 8. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. 22 plus 8 is 30 centimeters. And because it's string, it's just centimeters, not cubes. Now for area, I have to just go step by step finding the area for each of these 3 shapes we split them into. Let's start with the tall, skinny. Area is length times width. 2 times 10 is 20. Oh, that's a 2. It's just hard to see with this marker. 20 plus the area of the middle one. 2 times, how do I find out the length of that? Well, let's think. It's at least 4 plus 2, 6. 2, and I'll label that so it's easier to see. 6 centimeters. 2 times 6 is 12. And last one is our square. 4 times 4 is 16. Adding those up, 2 and 6 is 8. 2, 1, 1 is 4. And it's not just 48, it's 48 square centimeters because it's like I'm filling this strange object with tiny little cubes. All right, I'm going to hold that close so you can see it. Nice. All right, guys, really at this point, it's just about practicing and being creative with how you can slice up the different shapes differently. If you think you don't know the measurement of one of the sides, double check, because math, well, I shouldn't say math. Our textbook likes to trick you. Or really, rather than saying trick you, it likes to challenge you to think differently, to solve for things you didn't realize you could find. So they're going to start giving you problems where they'll leave out information about what the length of each of those sides are. But you usually can figure it out. So struggle through it a little bit. And we are going to do a teeny tiny little quiz on this on Friday, mostly just so that I can check in and see how easy or hard it is for you guys. So don't freak out. I know when we hear quiz, we think, I just started this, how can I do it? But really, it's the only way that I can see how you guys are feeling about it. And as always, if you need to, you can redo and replace your grade. All right, guys, any questions you have, leave them in the comments. Thanks. Bye.